Hey, Angelo Parada here for Croakers, Kegs, and Corks. And if that's not a mouthful, nothing is. But when you need a mouthful of that special brew, it's Croakers, Kegs, and Corks. You know, nothing tastes better than when you make it yourself. And I do some of that brew myself quite often. I like doing it. It's a great hobby, and it's something you can do. Croakers, Kegs, and Corks, located right in Union Township. Give them a try. What's inside? Come on in and take a look at the menu. There's many barbecue delights. Ribs, chicken, and much more. Salads of every kind, sides that'll tempt your appetite, and we have eat in or take out at Big J's Hurricane Grill. Maureen and Big J say everybody is welcome. Take a step back into time at Lombardo's Apothecary at 1230 South Mill Street. Will take you back in time. Take you back in time to make you feel better. They have cards, snacks, all kind of toiletries and health and beauty aids that will make you feel great. They also have prescriptions too. It's Lombardo's Apothecary. Call 724-654-8100.
Special thanks going out to Town Mall Pizza for sponsorship of this program, located in the Cascade Galleria, Newcastle.
Did dot did it did dot did it did it dot did it did dot did it did it did dot did it did dot did it did it did dot did it, baby come home to me. Did dot did it dot I saw my baby a telegram.
Hello, and we're live, and welcome to the morning show. Not the way I planned to have started to do the morning show, but hopefully you have your first or second cup of coffee, maybe you have your snow treads, and you didn't take them off the car, because as I took a look out here, and it's 6:50, as I took a look out, unbelievable. I want to say hello to Georgie Walters. Thanks for George Augustine. Thank you. Candace Freed. And Micheletti Walker, and everybody tuning in. And what a ride this morning. When I came down to the office, and if you took a look at that drive on East Washington Street, it was slick, folks. I shut the camera off before I went down the hill because I knew that it was going to be bad. And we had a pickup truck coming up the hill, couldn't get up the hill. And I just took a look out at North Street, still very snow covered. I can't even say slushy because we haven't gotten to that point. We won't get to that point till later on this afternoon. And from Lawrence County 45 weather, and what I've read and found out, is it's going to clear from the north. So the people up in Sharon will see the clearing before we do here in Newcastle. And wow, just everybody on a 2-hour delay. And we put that up for you. And just some announcements. I was asked one question this morning about making announcements for groups, or we always are grateful if you make a donation, but public service announcements, things that the kids do in school, we will make that announcement for you, and I'm not going to charge the kids or do anything like that. I do ask that you support our sponsors who really work hard to keep community television on the air, and we try to get out to the county so that we can have a county basketball game on, or if your event has something going on, give us a call. We'll try to schedule it in. You know, a lot of times, like they're having a bocce, or excuse me, cornhole tournament, and that's this weekend, and it's for Rotary. And I would love to get down there to do it. We find that we have so many activities that we can't get along around everything. The high school playoff games, no problem. I have no problem answering that. The WPIAL and the PIAA sell their spots and sponsorships of those games. They have marked the price now so high that it's totally unbelievable, difficult. Basically, they're greedy. They want all the money. In my humble opinion, I think that you have taxpayers that paid for uniforms, basketballs, transportation. I think that should be free and open to the public. However, that is an issue. And Georgie Walters, I hope I answered your question. Hello to Henry and Tracy, Mr. Conti, Kim Adams Genova. Good to see you, Kimmy. Cheryl Sperduta, Jason Sneed, okay, and Matthew Liberator, always good. I know you can even find them on the radio, and there is another issue. What has happened here is they've some of the other media sources have downsized their broadcasting to save money on power. Their wattage is lower, so it doesn't reach across town. Sometimes you might be on the North Hill and not be able to catch it. That becomes an issue. NCTV45, you can catch it anywhere and all around the world. As we get more sponsors, and for anybody out there that wants to work in the area of sales, we welcome you. I basically would like to welcome anybody that wants to come in and have a program. Okay, and it has to be in reason. We're not going to say rude things about people, but if you have some ideas, I'm very open to. This is a community station. It's not about me. I extend my hand out. To even if I don't agree with it, it's a liberal view or a conservative view or a different view. I'm willing to listen. I'm not, beyond that. Good morning, Henry. Good to see you there. Is anybody watching where it's really, really warm? I'm just wondering because the last time we had
this program furnished by the MAD Unit, Mobile Auto Detailing. See Michael Sad at themadunit.com. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535. If you're having a party, then Keystone Specialty is the place you need to go. Yes, they have every party supply that you can imagine. Planning that wedding, that graduation, or maybe it's just that big game that's coming up, go to Keystone Specialty. Party supplies and so much more. Remember, they have those fall decorations, winter, spring, and summer. It's Keystone Specialty on the south side of Newcastle, Mill Street.
Gentlemen, if you want to look your best with high quality clothing, then I recommend Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors in downtown Newcastle. Mike Caggiano is the owner, and he and his staff have been in the business for decades, and they will always give you the right recommendations. They also carry Rondinelli tuxedos. That's Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors, 210 East Washington Street, downtown Newcastle. Call 724-652-3851.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
People watching in San Diego and Miami, and for you people, it's really, really cold here. And maybe not so cold that it's snowy. It's a pain, and I don't want to tell you where. This morning, I spent. Some of you might know I have ulcerative colitis, and I have to take a shot every once in a while. And this was the morning I had to take a shot, and everything else was going on. So it was kind of hectic at the station. Hey, here's a heads up: the library, Mother Goose story time at 10. We build at 10:45, and the Wednesday night movie at 5:30. They have those movies every Wednesday, and they got a lot of great things going on down there. You should definitely check out the library. Matter of fact, they're going to have a scam alert. And you know, last night I checked my computer. There were 468 viruses that had to be deleted off the machine. So I urge you to go, and we just made this announcement. The 28th, the library is having, and this is the state of Pennsylvania. Good morning, Chris. Good to see you. The state of Pennsylvania is sponsoring this, the Department of Banking and Securities. It's a free special event, Avoiding Scams, ID Theft, March 28th at 1 p.m. at the Newcastle Public Library. Now, you know, it's so easy. A lot of people go, well, not me. I'm not going to fall into this. But, you know, sometimes I had a one Sunday, I'm working here, and I get a chat from one of my good friends. And I thought, well, geez. And he had said something about funding, and well, here it was a scam. Somebody had hacked, created a fake thing, and you got to be also careful. We sweep our machines every day here because of that, and they're having this at the library. It says avoid scams, identity theft. Theft examines ways to identify that can be stolen and outline steps it takes towards recovery, or when it happens to you. If and when it happens to you, we will review common scams, frauds, and discuss what to do if presented with an offer that sounds too good to be true. Participants provide a list of resources, materials. Emphasis will be made on the Equifax breach of 2017. Once again, at the library, March 28th, 1 o'clock. So make sure you know about that. Hello, Diane DeTillo and Taylor, Lauren, good to see you on NCTV45, and Tony, also good to have you along. You know, I appreciate all of the viewership that has come along. Now, what we are going to be doing, and for you people out in Union, I did not forget about you. I have some clips of the night with and the dedication of the gymnasium. I'm going to be producing that in the next weeks. Probably look for it in April. Okay. Good morning, Joanne and Sam Cox. I am going to be producing that in April, and we're up over 700,000 viewers. A lot of times I don't go live like this on Facebook or anything else. We save our live events for the basketball games, but everything is run through a lockbox. I've had some people try to corrupt our data and do some mean things. I know that sounds out there, but believe me, it's happened. So that viewership, and we could tell you what type of markets we have, everything else, and things like that. So when I say they're watching in 70 countries in all 50 states, you could take that to the bank. We've become a model, if you would, for the rest of the country in setting up community television stations. And I am a member of the International Internet Broadcasters Association. So just a little tidbit here. Hey, you know, this is your last chance to get some really good fish. Do you believe how fast this has gone? We are at the Friday before Palm Sunday. And next Friday is Good Friday, a week from, you know, the 23rd. So we're just moving right along. And I remind you that it's the fish fry down at St. Vincent de Paul. Okay. And it's from 11 to 6. And the 23rd is the last Friday for them. They have baked fried fish, sandwiches, shrimp baskets, just a whole bunch of stuff. And this is the last Friday. So make sure that you get down there and enjoy. There, you know, I'll tell you, I've had some really great fish. And one of the places that I've gone is one of our sponsors. And hats off to my good friend Eddie Pegley. Feel free to call in, Georgie. I got my cell phone somewhere here, and I'll have my son hand it to me. Matter of fact, if you would like to call in, I'll give you the studio line. It's 724-658-9545. I'll make sure that we get that answered. But anyways, as I was saying, my good friend Eddie Pegley, the fish at Cedars, out of this world. I really enjoyed it. And Angela, could you hand me the phone? And like I said, I'll give you the studio line again. It's 724-658-9545. Thank you so much. I got the phone. We're ready to go. See, I'm easy. and it's just a great time. Now, one of the things that I'd like to remind you about, you know, at this time of year, everybody's kind of pressed for time. How about this? Bill's Bake Shop over in Mahoning Town. They have all your favorites: Easter bread, rice pie. This program furnished by a grant from May Landscaping and Lawn Service. Affordable prices, no job too big or small. general and skilled labor. May Landscaping.
The Cedars is a great restaurant with outstanding Mediterranean food. The Cedars takeout menu is second to none, featuring pizza, stromboli, hoagies, their famous lamb on the rod, and so much more. So when you're hungry and you want that Newcastle taste, make it Cedars. Now it's in Newcastle, 827 Addis Street on the east side, and all Cedars 724-658-9260.
The Pokeberry Exchange at 41 North Mercer Street has gifts galore that'll make you want to explore. Lamps, homemade lamps of every shape and color that will excite any room in your house. Wind chimes hang from the door to give that sweet sound. Sweet soaps and teas, embroidered towels, and much more. It's the Pokeberry Exchange. It's yours to explore. Peppers, mouth-watering fruit, fine dressings, apples, meats. This place looks so familiar. Everyone in Newcastle has to know about it. Yes, it reminds you of when you were growing up, right in downtown Newcastle. Look at those fine lunch meats and ethnic foods. Yes, it's Joseph's.
Got a pie. Call, they got a special order form down there. You could get all your specialties. I'm not a big egg person, so although I color my eggs, you ain't looking at me at eating those things. Not unless they're chocolate. Then you got a pretty good shot. You know, I did want to mention this, and matter of fact, two things. Number one, if you missed Focus NC the other night with Dale Perlman, he's having his book signing at Pokeberry Exchange. I read the book on the cathedral. Absolutely phenomenal. And I highly recommend it. It's light reading. It's not like, you know, you got to read chemistry or something. It is really, really, really interesting, well written. Hats off to Dale. And like I said, he's going to be having a book signing at Pokeberry. Stop by. It's right on the corner of North Street and Mercer. You got plenty of parking there. You got the parking garage. You got parking on the street. And it's Saturday from 1 to 3. Sam Cox, is this a new episode? Sam, we're live. We've done the morning show every morning. And we've moved into the Temple building, and the Temple building is great. I absolutely love it here. It's charming. It's got a lot of character. There are spaces in here that have been totally redone. Stop by, talk to Don Vaughn or Tom Wilson about getting a spot. But in the course of our move, excuse me, in the course of our move, I had to fit everything back in. And so the morning show will now be coming at you. Sam, it's something we've had for a long time. But, hey, you know, we're getting back to the point where, and maybe there's going to be somebody else on the morning show besides me. I love talking to you folks, and I'll be out doing it every once in a while, but, you know, it'd be good to have a couple other personalities. Here was one of the things that is coming up and a month away, and maybe you'd like to get that special Easter gift. Drop the Gloves Against Cancer. It's a hockey game Saturday, May 5th at Hess Ice Rink right up in the Shannon. Now at 2 p.m. it's the Drop the Gloves Street Fair, and at 5 p.m. Lawrence County hockey alumni versus the Pittsburgh celebrity hockey team. And then there's an after party after and at Tuscany Square. And we've talked about this, and what a great event. I urge you to get there. NCTV45 is going to be there, and we look forward to putting it on live and doing a lot more live events. Matter of fact, one of the live events we're going to be doing is Braveheart. And we've talked about that. You've probably seen Ricky Sumner in here and his wife Brenda. Well, Reverend Pastor Randy Crum puts together a great program, and that's going to be coming up very shortly. As the year just seems to be going along. Matter of fact, it just so happened, here it is sitting right on my desk. April 8th. Doors open at 5. This is at the New Englander. And, wow. You know, for more information, you could call Pastor Randy Crum, 724-730-1234. Easy number to remember. Ricky Sumner, 912-322-3141. Or Brenda Sumner, 724-674-4420. And Braveheart dinner. A lot of great celebrities will be speaking, and one epidemic that we really need to beat. And it's going to take a lot of work, folks. Now, I hope you've been telling our sponsors about their great new things that have been coming up. And, you know, as we talk about time going really, really fast, okay, one of the things that happens is you come up on these graduation parties. Well, you know what? Ferrone Brothers has you covered. They have 2 new places where they're doing their catering that are exclusive banquet halls. Solid Rock Ministries, okay, and St. George's up there in the Shannon. They're doing Ferrone Brothers. So for your graduation party needs, matter of fact, check out the marketplace. A lot of times there's coupons out there. You could use them. And I want to say hello to Joellen, Trisha, Gloria, Buongiorno, and Lisa, Will DeCarbo, Marcia Franklin, and Tabitha and Regina. Very pleasant good morning. Welcome to the morning show. We've been going over some things going on at the Newcastle Public Library. We talked about a little bit about the weather, which has been right out front in our whole situation. And as I peer across to the parking garage from our studios right here in the Temple building, I can tell you this: it's still snowing. Not supposed to stop till into the afternoon. We've put out about everybody being on a 2-hour delay. And, you know, I got all excited. I got the phone. He said he was going to call in, and then he didn't call in. Wow. Georgie, I'll tell you what. I even gave you the phone number. Oh, well. I hope you tune into NCTV 45, often, at least once a day. And you tell a friend about NCTV 45. We're the community television station in Newcastle that we try and bring everything going on in Lawrence County. And I want to say hello to those people in Elwood. Sam, if you have questions, you could call me. George, you will. I'll be looking for it. I got it right here. And Tracy DeJohn, a very pleasant good morning. Brenda, good morning and welcome to NCTV 45. Make sure that you tell our sponsors, because our sponsors do a lot to support community television. And when you get inclement weather like this, or you have things going on, we can get to it faster. Now, that doesn't mean they're bad and we're good, or, there's a place for all media. That's why most major cities have a newspaper and they have a radio station, okay? And they have a TV station. That's media, okay, in the modern age. As we go through, I'm going to tell you that the vital statistics, he's calling. Look at this. Hello, NCTV 45. You are on the air. That is great. Say hello to everybody listening. I don't know if they can hear you, but I'm glad you called in. And we're going to be working on the live call-in shows where you're going to be able to call in and be able to ask a question and kind of talk about the topics of the day. How have you been, George? Yeah, would love to do that. And I'm going to repeat that to our listeners who are out there. He's talking about a show that has a roundtable discussion that might feature athletes from the past and what they're doing now, and kind of talk about what they did then in their heyday. And, yes, as we try to get more personalities and sales individuals, that is our goal. I thank you for that suggestion, and feel free anytime to stop down and visit us here in the Temple building. Okay. I'm down here all day. Okay. Okay. Sounds great, George. Hey, you take a great one. Bye-bye. Now, what we are going to have, and I want to thank Georgie for calling in, what we are going to have is North County baseball. And we look forward to bringing that to you, and we'll have a game of the week as that progresses. And we in the past, if you remember, we've always brought you, thanks to Ed Urim, This Week in North County Baseball. well, we're going to do that same thing for you. Now, at this time, I got to just tell you, hope you have a great day. Stay tuned to NCTV45, and make sure that you tell a friend, and a friend tells a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And by all means, make sure that you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you again real soon.
All the empty yesterdays have disappeared. Now that you